Hello, welcome to ERPLY Books. I'm going to show with this video how ERPLY Books works, how it synchronizes with the POS side, and also how you can manage all of your locations in ERPLY Books. Right now, as you can see, I'm just creating a new organization. I'm creating an organization with the name of ERPLY Books Ltd. As you can see, I'm already logged in, so I have you can see I have many organizations here, meaning that one user can have multiple organizations, meaning that if you have a franchise and you have many legal entities, you can add all of them into ERPLY Books, or you can manage the franchises or locations inside one location. But let's see this in a few minutes. As you can see, when I'm creating organization, I can have multiple opportunities to select currency, language, and country, and so on. Which also means that we automatically have all the currency rates built in. We have many languages built in, and it's easy for us to add new ones if we are not supporting it yet. But okay, I'll just add my email, and I'll just create a new organization. Now, the first thing I will do, I will just connect this new organization with the POS side. I'm connecting it with my demo account. This is a one-time setup, so I will not waste very much time here because we will always help you to do that. I will just synchronize warehouses as projects. You can see I have 17 locations, and I'll also synchronize customer suppliers and tax rates. Okay. Now, the everyday process works like this. You manage your inventory and all the sales at the POS side, and then once in a while come to the books, and we synchronize automatically every night, and whenever you come to the books, then you can already see all the data that we have synchronized. Right now, I have to do this manually because we haven't done this not a single time. We can set this automatically to once an hour, once a day, or you can do this all the time manually on your own. Okay. Now, when I go to receivables, I can see that there are already many invoices it has synchronized, and it's still in the process, meaning that it's still synchronizing. The same with the purchase invoices, it is pulling out all the purchase invoices that you have recorded at the POS side. Now, those purchase invoices that are not connected with inventory, you can add here. You can add actually many types here. You can add reimbursement, which is employee expense report, or you can buy fixed assets separately. But anyway, I'll just add an ordinary purchase invoice. Let's say we bought something from Office Supplier. Let's say the vendor name is Office Supplier. I will just add Office Supplier. As I don't have this vendor yet here, it will save it automatically. I will add invoice number, and here I have a project. You remember I synchronized warehouses as projects, meaning that if you have multiple locations at your POS site, then we will synchronize them here. I have New York, Miami, Toronto, for example. And let's say this office supplies I bought for New York office. Here I add article, it's office supplies. The same here, I don't have this article yet, so it will save it automatically. Let's say the price was 100, and I'll also change the expense account. Now, when I add a new invoice, I can see that it saved office supplier, and it also saved office supplies, and when I select it, it will automatically change the expense account. So whenever you have made the first settings, it's really easy to add a new purchase invoice or any other document. But okay, you remember I added this office supplies for New York, but let's say you have an advertisement which you would like to divide with 3 locations. Let's say New York, Miami, and Toronto. Let's say the amount is 6,000. So here I add advertisement company Ltd, and here I add 3 rows. Sorry, I had 3 rows for advertisement. Everyone gets 2,000. And I'll also change the expense account for them. And here I can just select the project for them. It was Miami, it was Toronto, and it was New York. So this way I can divide expenses like that. If you have more complex structure in your locations, then we have multiple opportunities. In the organization data, you can select enable multiple projects selection, which means that from here I could select as many as I'd like. But this is not good when you would like to say that actually New York got 2,000 from this purchase invoice, not 6,000. Then when you would like to say it's 2,000, you would have to do this as I did right now. If you have recurring invoices anyway, then in the purchase invoices you can just find the old invoice and just copy it. Then you don't have to do this all the time. But okay. The second thing is that maybe you have something called model project, meaning that let's say you have a website or something, and let's say New York is your main office. It's the main office, meaning that everything you buy comes to New York, and then you are dividing it to Miami, Toronto, and so on. And you would like to you are making a new website where you're making online sales, and you would like to say the website belongs to New York office, but you still would like to see website sales and expenses. So I just added the website here, and here I have option to take a project main, which means that I am saying that this website belongs to New York. And let's just add one purchase invoice for that website. Let's say it's website builder incorporation, and we bought website for 500. Oh, it's too little. Let's say it's 5,000. And if you want to add this as a fixed asset, it's okay. I'm just adding it as some kind of expense right now. And I'll say that this is connected with the website. Okay, now let's go to see reports. For example, when I take a profit and loss 12 months, here I can see that we have all the sales and expenses divided into months and divided into accounts. And here I have a project. Every report in ERPLY Books has a project. You can select here a location or see the whole company together. Right now, when I take New York, I can, for example, see that I have this advertisement expense, and I also have this office expense here. And also have the computer expense, which I added for the website, meaning that this website I created was connected with the website location, which is also connected to New York. And when I take a website, I can see this 5,000 is here also. And also here, I can take multiple locations. For example, I want to see Toronto, Miami, and New York all together. And here I can see all of them together. You can see it is taking this and that and that. Actually, it's taking or. Where is Toronto, or Miami, or New York? Okay. Now, one thing I didn't show you is that when we added the purchase invoice, for example, this website builder, here we can select a file, meaning that you can archive your purchase invoices right in ERPLY Books. You don't have to go for this. You don't have to use any other solution for that. You can just upload the files here. And actually, in the contacts list, we have an option where you can just send the link, as it looks like that here, to your vendor. And then the vendor can upload the file here, which is your purchase invoice, and then you can manage it, you can reconcile it in ERPLY Books. Then you can send it back to the vendor, telling that I'm not sure with that, I don't agree with that. You can have a confirmation process, meaning that I agree, I will send it to the manager agrees, and then the accountant can process this. And also this page makes it possible for the supplier to see their own uploaded files and then manage them here also. Okay, let's go back. Now, one big thing about accounting is making sure all of your transactions from bank account are reconciled. We support quite many banks. Well, actually, most Northern America, Australia, South Africa, UK, all the Europe, and so on. You have to download the file from the bank and then upload it to ERPLY Books. And then ERPLY Books tries to match all the transactions with invoices. For example, here, one row is one transaction, and you can see that everything is money out or money in excluding invoices. This is because ERPLY Books is not able to learn from previous data because we don't have any previous data in this demo account. And also, we don't have invoices for these vendors or customers, my customer or a gas station, car repair. We don't have this information here. I will just import this information and then we'll see how it looks. If you have information at Excel as I have here, then it's really easy to import this to ERPLY Books. This also shows that how you can import any initial data into ERPLY Books. For example, here you have unpaid sales invoices. I have a invoice number, customer name, article, and the amount I'm expecting customers to pay me. I can just copy these values, and then in ERPLY Books we have the import sales invoices. I can just paste them here, save it, and it's done. I can do the same with the purchase invoices. I have the gas station, supplier 1, supplier 2, advertising company, electric company. The same, I can just paste the values and it's done. Now, I upload the bank statement again. Now you can see that there is much more invoice numbers here. Everywhere where is invoice number, ERPLY Books was able to find a supplier or a customer. And in this case, this car repair, ERPLY Books found that yes, we have a vendor named car repair. Yes, car repair has one unpaid purchase invoice. This invoice is unpaid for $60 and we pay $60. So everything is correct. It is connecting with the invoice and making it green, saying that I'm quite sure that this is correctly linked. For example, here in the gas station, that it is also linked, but it's left red because we paid 2.94. When I go to the open payables, I can see that we actually have to pay 62.4. This is the reason why ERPLY Books is not sure and leaves it red. I have to check it out right now because ERPLY Books is not sure, and it's obvious why it's not sure. If we had to pay by installments, I can just validate the payment and add a partial payment to this invoice. You remember I imported my customer. Some way it's not able to read the name from here. As I said, it can learn from previous data, but right now it doesn't have any information to learn from. So right now I have to manually link this payment with invoices. I can find the invoices that were paid, and I can link all of them that I paid, if I paid multiple. But right now it was this one, and I can link it back. Everything else that is not connected with invoices, for example this financial expense, I can just find the account here where it has to go, For example, it's an interest expense, and then it's just a debit and credit transaction. If I don't have an invoice here yet, but I would like to create an invoice for tax purposes, for example, from here, let's say that this is a we would like to make let's say that this is a Google, we paid by credit card for AdWords or something, and here I would just like to make a bill for that. Then when I right click it, I can add insert an expense claim, which will actually create the purchase invoice, and it will automatically link the purchase invoice with the payment. But anyway, I will save the green rows and then upload the same bank statement again, and I can see that I don't see these rows that I just saved because they are already reconciled. This makes it possible to not make mistakes. Okay, so much about bank import. But what about bank export? Bank export is a process when you process payments to bank, which means that let's say today you would like to pay these invoices. What you can do is just select those here and export payments to file. Right now we support European banks for the bank file and US and Canadian formats for check printing. Right now I can print out checks here because I created an organization which has United States as a country. It now created me a file that I can just print out. Okay. Now let's go on with reports. If you want to see sales tax or VAT report, then in the reports part it works quite well. You can see all the sales amounts, taxes from sales, and also the purchases and taxes from purchases amounts. If we don't support currently specific reporting for sales taxes, you can contact us, and maybe we actually do, but you just don't know where it is, because we have separate solutions for South Africa and most of Europe, and Australia also. Now, when we started looking at the reports, first we looked profit and loss 12 months. Now we looked at VAT report. But let's go on with other reports. Let's say you want to see the income sheet, profit and loss statement. The profit and loss 12 months is one way of seeing the profit and loss, and there are three more ways. The same with the balance sheet. Here is our format, the format that we by default give you. You can print it out and it looks quite the same. If you want to send it to the bank, for example, bank needs a more detailed version, then you can just print a detailed version. And if this is not enough for you, then you can design your own balance sheet, or sorry, right now we're talking about P&L. Then you can design your own profit and loss statement. And the same with the balance sheet. What about general ledger and everything like that? Everything you would assume from accounting software is here. You can see right now in the general ledger we have the project field here. There are some transactions that don't have location connected with them. How I can see all of them? I can select the not in projects here, which will show me everything that is not in projects. But anyway, when I want to see any transaction from here, I can just double click it. Right now I'm in the journal. From here I can just get the show invoice, and here I am. I'm in the initial document from general ledger. In the general ledger, let's say I want to print it out. Then all the reports can be printed out with HTML, PDF, Excel, and also CSV. And also, you can just send it straight with PDF with an email. And this works with all the reports. For example, also the aged receivables, sales invoices, whatever you would expect from here. Now, the new cool thing about the reports are all kind of key performance indicators. For example, when you want to see key performance indicators per year, here we have all the cool indicators. Or you might not say that they are cool because you might not know what they are. Okay, let's see what they are. Let's say we don't know this one. Let's double click it, and it will give us a cool chart. And as we don't understand what it is, we can just go into the, I'll just open it from here. Drag the mouse into this, and I can see that $1 invested into the company produces It is telling you exactly what you need to know about this indicator. We also have here option to see the budgets. You can create your own budget here and compare the budget with the trial balance and all the other reports that you would expect. Also, ERPLY Books works for reporting purposes in tablet computers and smartphones. So when you're on a go, you can still see how you're doing. Briefly, I have shown the main things. You might have some questions more. The questions that might arise when you are already starting the implementation and you would like to, for example, add new users. In the users part, I can add new users, and I can also select the location for them, meaning that, let's say I'm adding an employee that is only connected with the Miami office. I'm adding the Miami office manager who would like to see only the reports about the Miami. Then I can just say that it's a person who can only view, and it's a person that can see only Miami. Now, you might also have a question that, what about flexible reporting, and what about all the locations together? In the reports, we have the project report where you can see all of your locations together. It is giving us a PDF file that where we can see that we have all the locations, revenues, expenses, and profit amount. And also the last part here is not in projects, meaning that it is giving us everything that is not right now connected with any project at all. In the dashboard, we can also search for print account balances by projects, trial balance by projects, meaning that you can, with this one, you can do whatever you want because it is giving you the balance values, as you can see from here, total, all the locations, and all the accounts. This is briefly all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, just let us know, accounting.software@erply.com. And I thank you for watching. Bye bye.